Hello, and welcome to ComiCentric Issues number 9. I am your host, Cruz, and today we are going to be talking about Ghostbusters, a franchise that has been around for about 38 years and does not seem to be any sight of it stopping. We are going to be talking with our good pal Peter and our good friend Marisol, who is actually a big fan of the franchise and has been for a long time. We'll talk the good, the bad, and even a bit of the slimy. So join us next as we dive into Ghostbusters. And welcome back. I am here with my friend again, Peter, and also with our friend Marisol. Hi, Marisol, who is texting right now. How are you?
Hi. I'm getting prepared to do research on
Oh,
the spot.
On the spot,
Yes.
okay. Because we have a very crazy and eccentric episode today. We will be talking about. I have no idea. What are we talking about?
Ghostbusters. Talking about Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah, we were talking earlier that today is
Today's June 8th.
8th.
I was going to say 1984. June 8th, 2022.
Mm-hmm.
And
What's so special about
38
today?
years ago, Ghostbusters came out.
To
The
the-
first Ghostbusters.
To the date.
Let me double check that. I'm
Okay.
just going to double check.
I think so.
And it's 38. It's not even a good holiday. It's
No.
not even a 40 or 35. You know.
No, but we celebrate it every year.
Oh, I mean, you celebrate it every year. This is kind of like the first time I really am hearing about the celebration.
Well, I love Ghostbusters.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, okay, it's one day after. This has release date June 7th, 1984.
Oh, so we're
So I
late.
don't know why we're celebrating today.
Because it's Wednesday and we're all together today.
Well, I mean, officially today, even the Ghostbusters franchise said it's Ghostbusters Day.
Today? Maybe. I don't know. Oh, usually because movies usually come out on Thursday nights?
Oh,
No,
maybe. That's a
well,
possibility.
I have no idea. Either way, whatever. Ghostbusters, their Instagram said today is Ghostbusters Day, so
all right, we just go based off what they say. If the internet says it, it must be true.
they said it themselves.
That's questionable.
Must be true.
Must be true.
Well, I mean, we have all seen those movies several times.
Yeah. Watch it today.
Watch it today,
Mhm.
you know, just to get a little refresher course.
Yeah.
But let me ask you to start off, I guess, when was the first time you saw it?
Me? Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
My first experience with Ghostbusters was the cartoon.
Okay.
Because I was 2 years old when it came out. And then I saw the second one in the theater. Mostly due to the hype to the cartoon, because that was my first experience with Ghostbusters. I didn't see the first one until like years later.
So to you, part 2 was the first one.
Yeah, because I saw it in the theater.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that one came like in 87?
I think so, right? It was like later, right?
I will find out.
Miss Research?
Now.
Yeah, I think it was like 5 or 6 years after, right?
Yeah, everyone was much older.
I remember I was in elementary school.
It was 1989. June 16th, 1989.
Oh,
so June is just Ghostbusters month. Yeah.
So probably when this comes out, it will be Ghostbusters 2 anniversary.
Which is the day after my birthday.
Congratulations.
This is 32nd.
Okay, so
33, right? 89.
I don't know.
Yeah, I remember I was in elementary school. I remember because there was like a book fair and there was like a Ghostbusters book. Yeah. I remember it was like a whole thing.
Huh.
Yeah.
What about you, younger girl?
I'm just a baby. I don't know anything. No, I have no idea. I don't even know how I started liking Ghostbusters. I feel like I always liked it a lot, but then I guess it's one of those things of like you find the right friends and people and it means something more after. So I would like to thank my friends because they put the meaning in Ghostbusters for me.
Okay. So
gross.
I know. Feelings and emotions. Who knew? Well, let me ask you that if you remember your first time, most notable viewing. You know, like when you were with.
I watch it a lot now, but like I remember recently, well, before COVID. We'll say that recently that will exclude COVID. But I like going to like the street food cinema picnic movies and like rooftop movies. So we went to go see it on top of the Montalban.
Cool.
And we were dressed up and it was pretty cool because we were watching it with all our friends and with other Ghostbusters loving people.
You dressed up as a Ghostbuster?
Yes. I dress up as Ghostbusters sometimes.
Sometimes
I have
it's
a full
fun.
Ghostbuster suit, a proton pack. My room, I have many Ghostbuster items in my room.
Interesting.
I love Ghostbusters.
Huh. Mm-hmm. Well, I, on the other hand, I mean, my family surrounded a lot of VHSs, so when one of those viewings, Ghostbusters came through. But like you also started, with the cartoons. I guess it's all of our generation started with that way.
The cartoon was huge, man.
Yeah.
We were kids. That was a big cartoon.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the cartoon.
The real Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I liked the cartoon. It was fun.
Yeah.
You know what's funny in retrospect? Because like in the cartoon, like Slimer was such a big deal.
Yeah.
And then you watch that first movie, you're like, he's not really. He's just there. Like,
he's literally in like one scene.
Yeah.
He's in the hotel and that's it.
They capture him and he's gone.
Yeah, I don't know why. I guess because of the cartoon. When I was growing up, Slimer was already a huge thing. Yeah. But if there was no cartoon, Slimer would have just been like.
You got to make it kid friendly.
Yeah.
And then they probably brought him. He comes in the second one too, right? He's driven the bus. Yeah. And that's probably because the cartoon he was so popular.
I don't know if this was from your guys' generation. Did you guys have the Ecto Cooler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you guys had it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we did.
That was when the second movie came out?
Yes.
And I remember it wasn't forever. It was like a limited thing, right?
Yeah. When the second movie came out, it was still part of it had the Slimer, but they had the cartoon Slimer on it.
Yeah. So, funny story. I don't know if it's funny, but interesting story. Halloween is my favorite holiday. So I often, usually every year, throw my annual Halloween party. One year I had a friend come over and they had just re-released the Ecto Cooler again, like the limited edition in Walmart. Yeah. And we bought like a case of it. We had that.
Jeez.
So, we're all adults. This party. Some people.
No, you're not. You're drinking Ecto Cooler.
Drinking your Ecto Cooler. But one of my friends drank a bunch of the Ecto Cooler and she got like super like sugar hype.
Oh my god.
And my dad thought she was drunk and was like, she's not driving home, she's sleeping over. And I had to say she's not drunk, she just drank a lot of Ecto Cooler.
Drunk on Ecto Cooler.
Yeah.
She's mostly sugar at this point.
It was all I see, Ecto Cooler.
It's been so I don't remember what it tastes like.
Like cardboard.
I'm not gonna lie, a lot of it is hype.
Yeah.
But then the nostalgia kicks in and you're like, I love this.
I remember liking it as a kid. I remember buying like the jugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I remember getting some and saying, why do people like this?
It's just for nostalgia's sake at this point.
Yeah. No, even when it just came out, I didn't remember liking it.
You know what's funny that they mentioned that? As a kid, I really wanted the toys. Like they had the proton pack. They had the pool noodle.
Yeah.
And I really wanted that. My parents wouldn't get it for me. And then they re-released them.
Because you're not loved.
Yeah. And they re-released them recently.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the ones in Walmart.
And I saw them. I'm like, this is a piece of junk.
Yeah, but you don't buy it because it's like not junk. You buy it for the nostalgia. And I'm saying that because I bought the Slimer. I bought a couple of them. They're cool. I have like my bed, and then it's like a bookshelf, and then there's like half of it is Ghostbusters.
Huh. You guys tripped me out.
Yeah, I remember I really wanted the trap.
Yeah.
And the freaking proton pack.
Because it opened, it had wheels on it.
Yeah. And a little light break.
So if you wanted that when it was like cheap, how do you feel now when you see like the what's the freaking Spirit Halloween like exclusive one with all the lights and stuff? Yeah. Like, I mean, I have it, but when I wear it, I feel automatically like a badass.
Nice.
Gotta go catch some ghosts.
You put the jumper suit on and.
Oh yeah, I have the suit. I have Ghostbusters shoes. I have the goggles. I have the ghost trap. I have many ghost traps, and I have a proton pack.
Oh man.
So yeah, I have a lot. I got the full thing.
That's hard.
So what is it about Ghostbusters that speaks to you, I guess?
Okay, well, and the movie's sake, it's hilarious.
No, yeah.
I mean, Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd, you have them to a movie, and like Bill Murray being just a sarcastic asshole, which is hilarious. Because you're used to like, it's like these are the good guys, these are the bad guys. In Ghostbusters, it's like, are we rooting for these guys? Like, do we want to root for these guys?
We watched it today. They're kind of scummy. They're kind of
they are. They were conny. They were kind of scummy, but then they become heroes, and then they. It's kind of like they choose to do the right thing.
Well, I mean, Egon is just there for the technological aspect of it,
We can talk about Egon.
We can't. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, we can. That's
like it's just so funny that like all of the humor in the movie, and it's I love old movies like that because I feel like now when we watch movies like that would have been like PG-13 or I don't know, like oh no for kids.
No.
But back then, they were just like, "Oh, watch whatever you guys want to watch."
You know what? Who's the least scummiest one? I think Ray, because he was just there for the hell of it.
Yeah, kind of, but then I don't know.
You know, with his whole.
What was that scene? Right?
I mean, they're all kind of a little questionable.
Winston was there for the money.
Yeah.
Bill Murray was there
because
because
you can't be mad at Winston. He needed a job. He literally was just like, "I need a job." They didn't even tell him what was going on. He was just like, "Oh, this is what we're doing."
all right then.
Yeah, I don't know. And I think Ghostbusters is just such an iconic '80s thing,
Yeah.
and there's something about the '80s that is just like a draw.
Yeah. Especially the '80s had like big concept movies.
Yeah.
Where like it's like I don't know nowadays you can make a movie about ghost hunting and it's funny. Like you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
No.
I mean, look at Stranger Things, which season 4 just dropped. But like, what did the 4 main kids dress up as? They were the Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Like, and I was Ghostbusters many years in a row these past years. But yeah, I think it was being able to geek out about it with friends, and then we're like, "Oh, you like that? I like that." And then like, "Oh, let's build the costumes," and we all built the costumes together. So we bonded over that. And then there was the hype of the new movie coming out, and then seeing that new movie together. So it was a lot of that.
It brought you guys back.
Yeah, my first Comic-Con I ever went to, like there was a Ecto-1 outside, and we like took a picture and they let us suit up. Ooh. And that was like the first thing we did there, and I was just like, "This is the best." Yeah, it was fun.
Do you think that kind of put their hooks into you? And
all of it like combined, I think.
This is the thing I always talk about. Ghostbusters is the easiest cosplay to do, and it's like cool. It's like
a jumpsuit and a backpack.
I mean, if you want to do it right, it's a little expensive.
No, but you know what I mean. Like it's
No, yeah.
It's a jumpsuit and a backpack.
Yeah. It was fun putting it together though, except like they wanted to get screen accurate, so.
Oh man.
And it's still not done. Like watching the movie again today, because we watched it again today because it's an anniversary. What else would we do? I was literally like, "Oh man, I got to do this. I wanna I want to put some like dried puff on my hat, and like age my suit because my suit looks brand new. I'm like, nah, we need to age it a bit.
Put a little ectoplasm on it.
Yeah.
That's cool. Cause I think when it came out on Blu-ray, I picked it up. Yeah. And there was a couple episodes of the cartoon on there.
Yeah.
And there was one episode they explained why they had different color suits in the cartoon.
Yeah.
It was because the marshmallow possessed the suits. And and they had to destroy them. Right?
Yeah. They were their versions just with like ghost versions of them. Yeah, I remember that because at the beginning, it was actually after the movie. Like it actually takes place. So it was canon, I guess you could say.
Yeah, cause it was weird because the cartoon, like, Steve Marshmallow Man came out, right? He was in the intro. Yeah. And they would reference him every once in a while.
They used them. I think they pulled them out of something. Even though they destroyed them, they used them for something, I remember. But yeah, I remember I forgot about that episode. What a trip. Have you seen that one?
I've seen the cartoon, but it's been a long time since I saw the cartoon.
Yeah, because that was a weird episode.
I watched the movies a lot. Well, not all the movies.
Yeah, because the cartoon Slimer became such a big thing. He had his own show, right?
Oh, Slimer and the real Ghostbusters.
No, there was like this weird one where he was just like he had like weird jobs. And he was,
like, I feel like growing up, it wasn't like we would just watch random episodes because it wasn't like I guess when it came out for you guys. For us, it was already just like, oh, here's random episodes that we're gonna play. I don't even remember when they played them.
Well, and do you remember it was like Saturday morning? Because it was Saturday mornings where they would play them.
Well, I can't remember exactly because I grew up when we still had after-school cartoons and Saturday morning cartoons. So we had cartoons more regularly than like now when it's like, oh, just one day or at all.
Or at all, okay. I mean, that movie itself had a great soundtrack, Ray Parker Jr. And you were telling me that he was going to get sued for, for playing the song too close.
Huey Lewis.
How?
Well, they wanted Huey Lewis originally, and then like he didn't want to do it. Yeah. And then they hired Ray Parker Jr. and they said like make a Huey Lewis song. Yeah. If you listen to it, it's pretty similar.
Well, they tell you make the song like this guy. How I mean, you might get in a little trouble.
Everything sounds so similar. They're like make it 80s. All right. Yeah.
Which is so weird because in retrospect, like the part 2 was it Bobby Brown?
He did the scene, yeah.
And it was just like. It wasn't the Ghostbusters song. It was just like I don't remember what that song was.
It was like a rap or something. Yeah. It wasn't even an actual song.
Who did the
Ghostbusters 2 soundtrack?
I everyone's just like,
What's going on? Yeah, by the way, on our own.
On our own?
Yeah.
By Bobby Brown does not have the same ring to it as
no.
Ghostbusters.
And didn't like the Melissa McCarthy one and like Fall Out Boy do something?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But let's just not talk about the 2016 version.
But it's part of the whole thing.
It's not though, because we just got the new movie and it's fine. We don't need to talk about the other one.
Oh, in that case, they talk about part 2. Like, a lot of people don't like part 2.
I enjoyed part 2. It's not going to be part 1.
Yeah.
Like, it's never going to be part 1. It might fall under. It's okay to me. Ghostbusters 2 is like Jurassic Park 2. Like, I can enjoy it for what it is. But it's never going to be the first one.
Yeah. It's a little. It tries to be a lot bigger than the first one, and it doesn't come short to it.
Oh, it's funny because you really break it down. Like it follows the first one, like beat for beat.
Yeah.
Instead of the first Marshmallow Man, we have the Statue of Liberty. And,
Yeah, and the goo that's.
So don't they get in trouble too when they get arrested again? Like it's the whole thing.
Oh yeah, for drilling a hole in the city.
So it's like the same storyline.
Yeah, I mean, they're just like, well, it worked.
Yeah.
Well, they were able to get the ectoplasm in that one and work it to their own advantage. That's how they got the statue to move, right?
Yeah, because they played like positive music or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, overall, the entire Ghostbusters franchise is iconic altogether. So I enjoy watching it though. I like it.
I feel like if you don't really know if you watch the first one and then the new one, it's still like. The new one doesn't really reference part 2.
No, not really.
Well,
honestly, you could watch the new one right after the first one and still be like, oh, okay.
Well, the second one, I would say it plays more like an episode of the cartoon because, they had a lot of that going on to it. Yeah. And another thing is with the latest one, a lot of people forgot what happened in New York City. They think it was a hoax. They think it didn't even happen.
That's just a weird phenomenon, but we were talking about earlier, like, people really do that shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's realistic that people would just be like, that didn't happen.
Well, I mean, school shootings, those don't happen, right?
Yeah. And like I said earlier, the Holocaust deniers, they're like, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of lends itself to believe, like, okay, I guess there's a lot of people who wouldn't believe that happened in New York City.
Yeah.
I mean, there's things in history where there would just be like, oh, they were under a mass hysteria. And you're like, no, they weren't.
How does one get to there, though? I mean, you see a giant marshmallow man or a giant Statue of Liberty walking around.
They easily could have been like, oh, you all drank tainted water. Yeah. Sorry, there was never anything there.
Because the Statue of Liberty one, you had to explain because they left it in the middle of the city, right? It was just there at the end, right?
Not just that, they told people, cheer it on. Give it the positivity.
They really don't talk about the second one, so it might be one of those things of like,
it didn't happen.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
Retconned.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah.
It was a long cartoon episode.
They recently announced they're doing a sequel to Afterlife, which
is
cool, but I don't know. Like, if I was that Afterlife was like, oh, we're done. Like,
I thought Afterlife was the perfect send off. Like, it was done, and I would have been happy if that was the last Ghostbuster movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still gonna be excited. I don't know.
I mean, it was a send off to the old crew. This is now we're gonna be messing around with the new crew. You gotta stop messing around with that thing right there. I pointed at you, but you still didn't take the hint.
I don't want my mic to fall.
Well,
it feels unstable. No, I know, but it's like I like the new crew, but I like them because of their connection to the old crew. I don't know if they can stand on their own.
Well, Winston at the end wanted to make the Ghostbusters Inc.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll tie it that way.
Cool, but would it be as like impactful and like meaningful? Maybe not. It might just be like, oh, it's cool.
Yeah. And these kids are now going to be 5 years older than when they came out. So is it still going to be them?
Probably.
Think so?
I mean, Stranger Things has them like looking like freaking 20-year-olds, and they're still
playing. Yeah.
Yeah, they barely put them in high school, right? Like this season.
I think they're halfway through high school, or something. But
wait, so how many years has passed on that?
In the season, it was like, what, 2-3 years?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's 2019 or last year
when they came out. No.
Yeah, something like that.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Everything's a blur now.
We just gotta believe.
Yeah, I'm just like, why do they look so tall?
And what's his face? He's gotta stop making horror movies. What's his name? He's in Ghostbusters and Stranger Things. What's spacing his name?
There's so many characters in the show.
Well, the one actor that's in both.
Finn Wolfhard?
Yeah.
Why?
He's in scary movies?
Yeah, he's in that. He was in It. He was in.
Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly forgot that was him because he was like so small.
The Turning.
And now he's like
Turning,
giant. I forgot. Why? Because he's getting typecast?
He's getting super typecast.
Maybe he wants to be typecast.
I guess.
Maybe Supernatural is his jam.
I think Robert Englund could tell him, hey, you can't do anything else after this.
He was in Stranger Things. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What a trip.
He just needs to take control, like Millie Bobby Brown producing her own Enola Holmes and doing Godzilla and tons of other shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I like Enola Holmes.
There's another one coming out, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. The kids are all getting old.
Yeah.
We're getting old, they're getting old.
Why?
I mean, and then the afterlife, we saw how old the Ghostbusters are.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Bill Murray.
He was like 30-something when the first one came out.
And that was like almost 40 years ago.
That's crazy.
So this might be their last one.
I mean, probably.
Don't say that. Let's change the subject.
Okay.
I did like the fact that in the new one, when they get blasted by Zool, and you hear like one of the kids like, "Are they dead?"
Yeah. Are you a god?
Yeah.
They learned their lesson.
Yeah. It took them like 40 years. Yeah. I don't know. Ghostbusters, I think it never goes away, right? Because it's always like a new cartoon, a new,
Well, I mean, I think today you sent me the article, right? And I saw it on the news that like Netflix is gonna make a Ghostbusters cartoon and an animated series. Don't know if that means kids or adult or whatever, but
yeah, I mean, the last one I remember was Extreme Ghostbusters. Yeah. No, was it Extreme? When they were like the guy with the wheelchair, the goth girl, and the shaggy looking guy.
Yeah, the dude with the soul patch.
Yeah, shaggy looking guy.
Yeah.
Well, you know the IDW comics.
Yeah.
They've created like a Ghostbusters multiverse.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like original Ghostbusters, the ones from the cartoons, the freaking Mr. McCarthy ones.
What the?
They all exist in like a multiverse, and they've done events where like they all meet.
Is that your multiverse of madness?
Yeah.
Wait, so for reals?
Yeah.
Also, the Ecto one is a Transformer.
Yeah. There's a Ghostbusters Transformers book that we Ecto one.
You know, I remember that because I saw the toy a long time ago, and I wanted it, but I never got it.
I have this one.
You have the toy, the Transformer one?
Yes, I do.
And
you would.
One of my favorites is so IDW.
Uh-huh.
So they have a bunch of licensed property, right?
Yeah.
So what they would do every year, they stopped doing it, which kind of sucks. But they would have these like crossover events every summer, and they would just have like So the first one they did was it was the Lone Gunman from XOXOX.
Uh-huh.
And they were going around. They ran into the Transformers. They went to the Ghostbusters. They met the Ninja Turtles.
Wait, the Lone Gunman from the X-Files?
Yeah.
Those three nerdy dudes?
Yep.
We met the Transformers. Wait, what?
Yeah. And it was cool, and like I remember being real excited for like the Ghostbusters one was interesting because they were like calling them like con artists and like charlatans this and that.
They would,
and it was like real interesting. But I remember being real excited for the Ninja Turtle one because I was thinking like, oh, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be like urban legends. Like they're never gonna meet.
Yeah.
Gonna be, Dude, I opened it up. The first page, they're eating fucking pizza with.
Oh my.
Crossovers are fun though.
Yeah,
they can be. I mean, they're eating pizza together.
Yeah,
they're having a good time.
But I remember, like IDW used to have really good stuff where they would do these crossovers. Like I think the first one was like a zombie one, where basically like these zombies were like attacking all the books, and it was kind of cool. Like Ghostbusters fighting zombies.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, but they're not ghosts.
No, but it's still undead, so I guess it works.
They're like close enough.
Yeah,
halfway there. All right. I mean, I didn't even know. I remember seeing maybe one or two of those comics, but I never picked them up.
Oh yeah, they're fun.
Yeah,
they're fun, man.
Huh. Trip out.
But,
so that franchise expands beyond what we know.
Oh yeah.
And it'll continue to.
Oh. I mean, as long as people want Ghostbusters, man, they'll keep doing it.
As long as people like Marty exist who love that nostalgia.
Huh. I'll overdose on nostalgia.
Now, do you think in modern times could they get modern comedic actors to do a new Ghostbusters?
They tried already.
Well, I thought we weren't talking about that Ghostbusters.
No, I'm talking about it because that was a plan, right? There was a plan.
You mean like just do it over, like a straight like
reboot?
Yeah. Or
or continuation. Because like I said, the last one ended with it seemed like Wednesday wanted to start franchising it.
I mean, I could see it. It would be cool, but it wouldn't be as iconic and like cult statusy.
Yeah, because there really isn't a modern like Bill Murray.
No, yeah.
There isn't. No. I mean, who would?
I mean, he's still around. So.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of comedians I like, but like.
And Ghostbusters.
Oh my gosh, John Mulaney.
Oh man.
Start with the John Mulaney.
Yeah, we gotta start with the John Mulaney.
So that would be like would that be like your Egon?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Jeez.
Put John Mulaney in there, Andy Samberg.
Okay.
Bring back the Rescue Rangers. Actually, I would enjoy that. Yeah, that would be really funny.
So Andy Samberg would be like Ray.
Ray.
Yeah.
That's right. So we need Bill Murray and Stan.
Michael Shea.
Oh.
Michael Shea.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah. And then we can round it off with Colin Jones.
Wait, that's the Weekend Update team.
Yeah, that's basically they're all from Saturday Night Live.
Oh.
But I think they can do it. I would like to see.
You'd like to see them in a buddy flick?
Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah. Or if they did some type of parody of Ghostbusters where they don't call it Ghostbusters, but it's basically Ghostbusters, I think that would be really funny.
That would, yeah.
Like, what would it be called though?
Like, I don't know, some kind of like Seth Rogen produced film where and then they're just like attacking the giant marshmallow man, but not Stay Puft.
Voiced by Seth Rogen.
Yes. Yeah, I think that would be fun. Or like, you know, when they do like those charity reenactments or parody, something like that.
That'd be cool.
That'd be interesting.
Something we don't have to take seriously and be like, oh, they're trying to do Ghostbusters, but.
Yeah, because I think that was the problem with that rebooted one. Was it? You didn't know what it was. Like, was it a continuation? Was it a reboot? Was
I know what it was. It was garbage.
No, come on. I enjoyed it.
Did you?
I did.
I felt like I was being pandered to.
I did. No, I think that's what they were going for.
It was annoying.
I was
just like, what is this? Like,
how are we going to use Chris Hemsworth?
Yeah.
Oh man, I forgot Chris Hemsworth is in that movie.
Beefcake.
Yeah.
Beefcake.
It was just not enjoyable. I wouldn't watch it again. Like for fun, I would not watch it.
But if it was on.
No. I would just get mad. I would just be like, oh, I'm just going to put Ghostbusters.
The real Ghostbusters.
Or like, you know, the new one.
Do you know why it's called Real Ghostbusters? Well, the cartoon was called Real Ghostbusters.
No.
So back before they made the movie, it was an old TV show. And it was called Ghostbusters.
Oh, wait, yeah, I know. I totally forgot about this.
With the gorilla?
That they were going to have to change their name and they were like trying to get it, but then they couldn't. But then they were like, what are we going to do if we can't get this?
Yeah, it was be called Ghost Beaters.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, there was a show with a gorilla, and it was like a jalopy, right?
Yeah.
And they were literally catching ghosts with a net and stuff.
Yeah.
And Universal finally made a deal. They were able to do it. But then some animation studio owned the rights to the cartoon version of it. So they made a cartoon. And it was called Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
It was around the time the first movie came out, I think.
Yeah.
And so like when they made the Ghostbusters cartoon, they had
to change it slightly.
So it was called the Real Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I think there's video of them trying all the openings, but with the different names.
Yeah.
Like, I forgot about that because sometimes my brain is just like not working.
Like, would it still be as popular if it was called Ghost Beaters?
I don't know. It might not.
It sounds like you're punching the ghosts.
It might have gone the way of what's that one Peter Jackson movie we watched?
Oh, Frighteners?
Yeah, Frighteners.
Frighteners is cool, but it was,
No, I mean, that we want to talk Ghostbusters. That was,
that's fine. Yeah.
He was more busting ghosts than anything,
Yeah, but see, it could have been less iconic like that. No offense to that movie, because it was fun.
Yeah.
You actually saw Frighteners?
Yeah, we watched it here in the store.
I mean, it had kind of the same feel as Ghostbusters as when it came to the ghosts. It's just they weren't trapping them with proton packs. He was kind of just like telling them, go away, ghost.
Yeah, that one was more serious.
Yeah, it was a lot darker too.
Like,
people getting murdered.
Yeah, but it was still fun.
Yeah, Michael J. Fox. Fucking cricket, dude.
I hear the cricket. It's so loud. He has a lot to say about Ghostbusters.
He does. Like I don't know what to do about him some days.
We can't find him. We tried.
Oh no, I can find him. I just don't want to do anything about him because this is a store, and if you kill a cricket in the store, you get bad luck.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as he's not being like racist or anything.
Well, I don't know. We don't know. I don't speak cricket. Yeah.
You gotta take the recording and like slow it down.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like the 2016 one was great.
Wow.
We'll disagree there.
You slow it down. He's like, the election was stolen.
He is our Slimer, dude.
Yeah.
He is
Oh
definitely
man.
He-
Yeah.
so far, he's been in every podcast episode.
Every single one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Even going back to we found some old videos from
Yeah.
before, and you can hear it.
That's
Yeah.
so funny.
Back when it was Dre's podcast,
Oh, man.
he's in there. The Multiversity podcast.
It's funny. He just wants to be a part of it.
I
We
mean,
gotta credit him.
no, don't encourage him.
He can. He might be racist.
We don't know. We apologize to anyone that understands cricket if he's offending you.
You know, I'm leaving this on, right?
Oh. Okay.
There's been times where I had to cut a lot of parts because he just got out of hand.
Who, the cricket?
The
Oh,
cricket,
man.
yeah.
He's belligerent.
Yeah. Like when we were over there, when we recorded from the
Yeah.
other side, he was so loud.
Yeah.
Man, forget about
I
it.
pictured him with like a hopper voice.
Yeah. Fucking cricket. Anyway, back to Ghostbusters.
Oh,
What was the other detail we had? The piece of trivia. Oh, it came out the same day as Gremlins.
Gremlins. And Gremlins only came in at number 3.
Wow.
What was number 1?
Number 1 was
What was
Ghostbusters.
number 2?
Indiana Jones, who had come out 3 weeks before.
Oh, yeah.
Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom, yeah.
That was a good week to be a person going to the movies. I was gonna say kid, but everyone was
Yeah.
probably watching these movies.
Yeah, I mean, here you have, this Spielberg movie going up against, Ghostbuster movie.
Mhm.
It's been winning every week. All of a sudden, this Ghostbuster just overtakes it.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta realize these people just got tired of it and decided to go see Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had to pick, I would always pick Ghostbusters over Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
But what if, like, before you saw either one of them,
Yeah.
and you saw just the trailers?
I mean, you got 3 to pick from the
I
Gremlins.
just watched Indiana Jones recently.
Really?
Yeah, it was fun.
Oh, you've never seen it before?
No,
Oh, really?
or I probably did, but like don't really remember.
Yeah.
Oh,
But like it wasn't anyone in my proximity thing.
Mm.
So except Danny loves Indiana Jones,
Mm.
so like we watched it and it was fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot. But
Mm.
to me, it's not gonna be Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I would probably choose Indiana Jones myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Temple of Doom? Dude?
Temple of Doom. I love Temple of Doom.
See, Temple of Doom was my favorite one as a kid,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I grew up,
Raiders.
Which one's the first one?
Raiders.
Raiders.
Okay.
Yeah.
Raiders is a great movie in itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Temple of Doom is a kid's movie,
Yeah.
and I think that's why I enjoyed it so much as a kid.
Because you got
Yeah.
Short Round, you got all the little kids.
Mhm.
Mali, my Mali. Kalima Shakti Day.
No, my favorite. We always used to reference it at the old store.
Yeah.
Was with Indiana Jones is evil,
Yeah.
and then Short Round like has to like,
Indy, I
and he burns them and he like it takes them,
Yeah.
love you. Gives them the wink,
Yeah.
and we know we're okay.
Yeah.
save them with the power of love.
You know what I like about that one? There's that scene where the guy does the sword thing, and he looks for his gun.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
he
yeah.
doesn't have
It's
it.
like, oh,
Yeah.
which is so confusing though because that's a prequel to Raiders.
Yeah.
It takes us before Raiders, so he had done that before.
Yeah. So he figured the thing he does
Yeah.
now at that
I think
point.
he
The
does.
thing he does.
Yeah, no, I think I would pick that one instead of Ghostbusters. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love ghosts, and sometimes I'm up till 2-3 o'clock in the morning watching ghost videos.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to a movie, I'm gonna go see an action adventure flick.
But you would have seen all three, right?
I probably end up seeing all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Gremlins, I love Gremlins.
Oh yeah,
One-
Gremlins is classic.
Yeah, one thing I love about me is I love little puppets.
No.
Oh, we know you love puppets.
Yeah, yeah, I love that.
I love Gremlins.
And this is a crazy time. And you're thinking, being a teenager or even a kid at that time, and
Yeah.
those are your choices to see in the theater. It's like, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's like you wouldn't have enough budget to go to one.
Well, back then, it probably was like a buck, right? a couple of bucks. Right?
Yeah, but you're making $5 an hour.
That's true.
I think the funniest thing about thinking about them seeing those in the 80s
Mhm.
was in the last Stranger Things season when they're watching Back to
Back
the
to the
Future.
Future,
They're
yeah.
like, whoa, like
Yeah.
that's his mom. And like us, not even, I mean, we think about it,
Yeah.
we're just like, oh, this is a classic, who cares?
Yeah.
But if it came out at that time, we probably would have been like, what?
Mhm.
What is going on?
Yeah.
He's doing what? Going back in time? What?
Yeah. So I'm sure that there was people who, when Ghostbusters and Gremlins and even like Indiana came out, they were just like, "What is this?
Yeah.
Like, well, this is weird."
You know, it doesn't make sense that it was in the top 10 that long because the second one.
Yeah.
And people love Raiders, you know, like,
yeah.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I would still go. I mean, even if Raiders came out 1st, I think I'd still go Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the ride at Disneyland. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's funny. My sister is terrified of Gremlins.
What?
Really?
Like that movie freaks her out, and it is so weird.
Why?
And
What's scary about
And when
it?
Frances was little, I got her a gizmo.
Oh, that's cute.
Because, and my sister was like, "Get that out of my room."
What? But it's Gizmo.
Yeah, she's freaked out by it.
It's not.
I feel like Gremlins is so iconic to like our generations growing up. Like it's just like a thing that kids like.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm just thinking about it. Gremlins is a holiday movie. It came out in June.
Why? They always do that because then they go home video by Christmas.
Oh, and you can own it by Christmas.
Christmas gift. But there's also the time when like VHS is like $80 or whatever.
Yeah. Also, I'm just gonna throw this out there, but Greta Gremlin is a style icon to many of my generation.
That's from part 2, though.
I mean, she looks so cool. Green hair.
Oh, you know what? That was hot.
Yeah, she looks freaking cool, man.
Boobs on a gremlin.
I want figures of her. Like they sell stuff of her.
Yeah.
I mean, she's iconic. Who doesn't like Greta?
Yeah.
Gremlins 2 is weird, right? Like it's a big departure from the first one.
Yeah.
Still fun though.
Have you seen there's a crap, what is it?
Look at I'm showing them a picture of Greta. Look at this.
Yeah, dude, hot.
Yeah.
What was the name of that show that Jordan Peele had? The comedy one?
The Keenan Peele?
Yeah. There's a skit where it's like a boardroom and they're like, "Oh, Gremlins did well. We need to make a part 2." And they bring in this guy and it's Jordan Peele. And he's like has to pitch ideas, and he's pitching all the ideas.
That's right. I remember that one. That was a good one.
And he's like, "There's gonna be a gremlin that's a big spider."
Yeah.
He's like, "Thorough gremlin, genius gremlin."
That's a really good skit. Yeah, where they're all in the board meeting or whatever.
And he's like, "There's no bad ideas." And they're like, "Oh, could Hulk Hogan be in it?" And he's like, "Hulk Hogan's in it."
They cut the movie, right? The Gremlins go in the booth and they cut the movie.
He yells at them like, "Put it back on."
Jesus.
I mean, since we're on the tangents of like old movies, just for it was Ghostbusters Day, but the new Jurassic World movie comes out this week.
Yeah.
With the original Jurassic Park cast.
Right.
And I think that's crazy.
What do you mean?
It's just like I saw that movie as a kid, and now I'm an adult, and they're coming back. And I know that they're doing it for me to get my money, but it works.
So people are tired of Chris Pratt?
I don't like Chris Pratt. I'm sorry.
What?
Unpopular opinion. I'm tired of him. He's like the same person in all the roles now.
But he's an icon now.
Is he?
I don't know.
He's
Star-Lord.
I liked him in like before, like Parks and Rec.
You liked him as a dumb guy.
Yeah.
You like him?
Or even in the first Star-Lord, I was like, oh, this is new. Like, it's different for him. But now it's just like, oh, you're always this now.
Like, that's Bob, so yeah.
I guess it's boring. He's like the new Tom Cruise. Like, it's the same freaking character and type of movie.
Wait, the new Tom Cruise? There was an old Tom Cruise?
Well, he's like a Tom Cruise wannabe type.
Oh, action adventure.
Yeah, I'm just like over it. But Jeff Goldblum is in the movie, so.
Yeah. I'm excited for that whole cast. Yeah. You know, by the time this episode comes out, hopefully I've already watched it.
Yes, and then we'll hopefully enjoy it.
Yeah. No, I think we will. I mean, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't think there's one Jurassic Park I didn't enjoy.
Really?
Yeah. I saying knew you were gonna go third one. Yeah.
I like the first 3.
Yeah.
I don't really care about Jurassic World so far. Like, I watched it. It was cool. I like dinosaurs a lot.
Yeah.
But as for the characters, like, I don't care about them.
Well, the newer ones, they're all CG. They're super CG. And the first, at least 2, they had that, practical effects. You had them all rubbery and...
At least you had the tails.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I'm literally just going in for my OG 3. And like, yes. And maybe some Easter eggs.
I mean, I like that first Jurassic World. And the second one was like, whatever.
Yeah.
The whole time I was just like, you guys didn't learn anything. What's wrong with you?
You guys should have sat and watched the first 3. You guys wouldn't be in this situation.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, eyes.
It's funny that we were watching this podcast and they're breaking down those movies.
Mhm.
And they were talking about how people complain, like, they're like, that's what they really look like, if you really,
Yeah.
So he said they like how they fixed that in Jurassic World
Mhm.
when they make that complaint, and fucking BD Wong is just like, we made them look like what people want them to look like, like
not what they actually look like.
They're all genetically engineered anyway, so it's like
Yeah. That's in the first one.
Yeah.
It's like, we gave you your damn dinosaur.
Yeah.
Feathers.
Yeah.
See, in that movie, I was Jake Johnson, just being like, I want a vintage shirt. That's all I want.
That's right, Jake Johnson was in that first one.
Yeah, and he bought like an expensive vintage shirt from like eBay or
And
something.
then the kids find the original, like, the entrance or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, to the engine, river engine.
Yeah.
And then like the T-Rex like saves the day, right? Like,
Yeah.
It goes up against the whatever.
Yeah, because the T-Rex is always like the hero for some reason. They're just like, who's got this shit?
The
T-Rex. Well, in the first one, when dinosaurs ruled the earth,
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. Yeah. I still get chills when I watch that scene.
See, that's the thing. I'll never get chills from Jurassic World.
Yeah.
The first two.
Yeah.
Maybe the third one when they come back.
Yeah.
Nothing will ever match the first Jurassic Park.
No. It's funny. I do remember going to watch that first Jurassic Park movie at the theaters, taking my little brother to go watch it, and us being hooked.
Yeah. It was cool.
Yeah.
That was really cool. And it was a big deal too, because it was the first like CGI that really looked good. Like,
yeah.
Like,
Well, even their puppet work is like incredible. Everything's so good, man. I miss that ride.
Yeah. We were talking about it, like even that first T-Rex scene, it's pretty scary, man. Like when he's like ripping the car apart.
Yeah.
And that was all animatronic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got to go to the Jurassic World exhibit in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
It looked really cool.
Oh my god!
I was jealous.
It was the animatronics live.
Yeah.
It was that. As cheesy as it seemed to me, I was like, I'm in the freaking movie.
I mean, that's what I would have paid for that.
Yeah.
That sounded like so much fun.
It was a trip. I'm just sad there was less people. Well, actually, no, I'm not sad there were less people there. It was like me and two other guys, like dad and a kid and some other guy. I enjoyed the shit out of it. They told me, "You want to touch the dinosaur?" I'm like, "Yes."
That's cool. Who doesn't like dinosaurs, man?
Yeah.
That's true, man. Like even like a kid, most kids love dinosaurs, right?
Yeah.
From the get-go.
Yeah, it's just a thing that people love.
I've noticed when kids like either trucks or dinosaurs.
Yeah. I mean, Power Ranger seasons are usually their trucks or dinosaurs.
There you go.
I think the thing with dinosaurs is this fascination of like this really existed at some point.
Yeah.
It's kind of unbelievable.
And they could eat us.
Yeah.
It tests their fate.
Yeah.
It tests their fate.
I remember the first time seeing like a freaking what's it called, like the skeleton and everything.
Yeah.
And we were like, holy, this was real. This existed.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Or they were like, this one was in the ocean. This one was in the desert.
It was at
this one could fly.
At the Natural History Museum. I was in 5th or 4th grade. There was a field trip, and the first thing you see is that T-Rex versus the Triceratops skeleton. And no, it was inside where they had the bones, and that was the first time I saw this. And they didn't seem as big.
Yeah.
But it was like the craziest thing I ever saw. I remember thinking of that, and I was hooked. Dinosaurs existed.
Yeah. Well, I think we see skeletons in general, like fossils like that. It's crazy. I remember, what's in that restaurant? There's like the Clifton's Cafeteria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have that the bear and all that.
Yeah.
And they have like a mountain lion fossil, and I was like, they're that big? Like, holy shit.
Clifton's is opening again.
Oh.
Is that the one we could throw the nuts on the ground?
No.
This one has like an indoor waterfall, and it's like
downtown the trough. They give you a little thing. You walk the
Clifton's is like, what is it? The Cabinet of Curiosities kind of. It's like, it's a whole thing.
The Clifton Cafeteria, like it was famous for having the Sci-Fi Society.
Upstairs.
Yeah.
Upstairs, you had a secret room. Yeah.
They still have it. You can go and see all that stuff.
I remember you needed a knock. A secret knock or something to get into that secret society.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah. How do I remember that?
Good nerd shit.
Yeah, basically. We all remember pointless information.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So we went from goats to dinosaurs. I love it.
Yeah.
The ghost of dinosaurs.
I thought you said goats. I was like, we were talking about goats.
We didn't talk about goats.
I love goats.
Dude, how did they do that thing when they stand against the walls like at 90-degree angles?
I don't know. But also, I mean, we live in a world where there's Avengers goats.
Oh yeah.
Think about that.
That's right. That was a thing.
Yeah. Super Bowl commercial.
That was a thing.
Avenged goats.
Avenged
So that's a real life thing that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, make great birria. I love birria.
Oh yeah, also delicious.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Goats, yeah. What can they do?
Like taxes?
Well, maybe.
Why would they want to? They can eat cans all day on mountaintops.
Freaking goats. We could talk about goats all day.
Yeah. Or, yeah.
These are the best tangents.
This is what happens when we don't have a set what we're going to talk about.
No, I mean, we said we're going to talk about Ghostbusters because we just watched it.
We did a good job, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah. We're all melting here in the 1,000-degree heat.
And we turned off the lights. It's all romantic
I'm
in
sitting
here.
in the dark in the heat. I'm sweating.
Yeah, it's kind of. I think it's the headphones too.
That's
It's really adding.
Well, I mean, next time we'll do it outside in the little patio. We'll clean it up and
Okay.
we'll get all romantic with the little lights that are out there.
The candle.
Yeah.
The ambiance of those weird dogs around.
Yeah. Maybe the cricket will chill out.
Yeah.
Or get louder.
Bastard.
Maybe he'll bring his friends.
Yeah.
Live audience.
That's a possibility. He'll be bullying you.
Me?
Yeah. He's always messing with you.
Yeah. Yeah. When we were here all day, right?
Yeah, I didn't hear it at all.
At all. As soon as I start recording, he decides to freaking start. Yeah. And it's been like that every week.
Yeah.
It's so funny though. He's out to get you.
Yeah.
You wronged him somehow.
I did nothing to
on
him.
His cousin.
No, I have not. Not here yet.
Oh, what did he like? He took out his wife or something.
Maybe when you were doing the trash in the back.
Holy Toledo. I mean, no apology was never going to bring her back.
No. He's cursing your name.
You gotta find another cricket.
Apparently, it doesn't work that way. No.
Maybe, you don't know. Give it a try.
Give it a try.
Give it a try.
Oh, look, it stopped.
Oh.
All right.
He likes that idea.
He likes the idea.
It agreed. All right.
No. Working crickets.
Yeah.
So anyway.
All right. So what's your favorite Ghostbusters movie, Cruz?
My favorite Ghostbusters movie? Well, I can't say the one with the girls in it because then she gets mad.
Is that really?
No, it's not. It's not really. And Afterlife was good. Like you said, it was a good send off. One is iconic. It's a classic. Two is definitely the first one, kind of that was big budgeted and all that. So I'm gonna say the cartoon.
No, okay.
That's fair.
Because that was the only one that got weekly. It had so many different variations. That's the one you connected to. Yeah, it had the Halloween episode. Halloween episode one is one of my favorite one with like the Pumpkin King.
Well, they did the Christmas Carol, right? They accidentally caught the
they weren't supposed to.
Yeah.
It expanded everything to the point where there's so much you can. As a matter of fact, what has it? I'm gonna rewatch all those guns.
Yeah, I don't know. It's on it. It has to be somewhere, right?
YouTube, here it comes.
Yeah, exactly.
YouTube has it all.
Yeah.
All right, question. For Monty here.
Yes.
Would you have liked the reboot one more if it wasn't called Ghostbusters?
It still wasn't funny.
Really?
Yeah, I still didn't think it was funny.
You didn't think it was funny?
Not really.
Okay, hilarious.
Yeah, she was.
No, she was the best part. But besides her,
I guess.
I don't know. They relied on her too much, I think.
Melissa McCarthy
or not enough, I don't even know.
Yeah.
But, yeah. No, I just didn't enjoy it. Yeah.
Leslie Thompson?
Like, don't get me wrong, I like dorky humor.
Yeah.
But it's got to be a smart dorky humor. Like, Step Brothers should be a smart, stupid humor.
Yeah, okay.
But then I'm not going to go watch, like, what's a bad movie? Like, superhero movie. Or those movies or the epic movie.
The parody movie?
Yeah, like those that are just like straight dumb.
Yeah. The Wayne's Brothers movies. Aren't they Wayne's Brothers movies?
Scary movie.
Okay, no, I like scary movie though. Well, the first couple. I don't know about the later ones. But I don't know. It just wasn't like
There's a Fast and Furious parody movie.
Why? Oh my god.
And it looks hilarious. Like I forgot what it's called though, but
we're gonna have to we need to find it and watch it.
No, we don't.
Don't we?
I think that would be hilarious.
You know what they should do? Now we talk about it. We should make a parody movie.
Yeah.
It's called 80s movie.
Oh, that would actually be.
And it'd be like Ghostbusters and Gremlins.
Just everything together.
Yeah, everything.
And like fucking what's it called? Throw some John Hughes stuff in there.
Mari's dying.
I am. It's so hot. I overheat so easily. I'm like melting right now. My asthma makes it harder to breathe. It's like breathing through a pillowcase. I don't know if that makes sense. I have not been almost murdered in my sleep. Don't worry. No, just like the thickness, like there's like a layer.
Okay. Like how you know the comparison.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. It just seemed like it would make sense.
The pillowcase, huh?
Yes. It's too hot. I can't think straight.
Like I said, we'll get you an ice pack next time.
Yeah.
Block of ice?
Yes.
Block of ice. No, next time, like I said, we'll see if we can set it up outside in the freshness.
I'm gonna find myself with an expensive old comic book.
Dare you? It was fancy pants.
It was the closest thing.
Well, I mean, if anything, like I said, we didn't have much of a theme today, but we're just shooting the shit.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what makes it work, I guess. This is a little bit more how can you say relaxed? Mm-hmm. You know, there's no pressure at all.
There's so much pressure.
Really?
So much pressure. There's extra pressure.
Yeah, the cricket agrees.
Fuck that guy. He brought his A game today.
He did. He really did.
He was ready. He said none of us paid attention to the outline.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So I think with that, we're gonna start putting it out. The fire heres before we kill Mari.
Okay.
We'll keep it short this week. And anything else before we go?
Watch Ghostbusters 1, 2, and Afterlife.
Okay, Peter?
No, I'm good.
Okay, and then with that, I guess we're going to end the show this week. Thank you very much, Mari, for being here. I really appreciate you going through the sweat and tribulations of it.
Yes.
Peter,
I earned my badge.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
Give you a better badge later. Put it on your sash.
All right.
Peter, thank you again for letting me the story.
Anytime.
You know, and to all you ComiCentrics out there, thank you again for putting up with us one more week. And I hope to see you all next week. Till then, have a good morning, good evening, and good night.
And don't step on crickets.
Don't step on crickets. It's super bad luck.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.